Hey guys, and welcome to my @Ignister deck profile, and this got new support in Lightning Overdrive, and I decided to do an updated deck profile because this deck is playing a little different than you might actually think it's playing. So you're not playing a rival Cyberse and stuff, and it's not a going second OTK based deck. It's more of like a combo deck that you go first with, set up your traps, and going second you can easily OTK your opponent. So it's not like one of those decks where you just die if you're going first. You have combos to set up negates while going first, and you also have really good combos going second because you can easily OTK your opponent with this deck. And going first, you can set up a decent number of negates with less resources, and that's also very, very important. So for the deck profile, we just have 3 of the red and 3 yellow. So I'm so sorry, I don't know the names of these, but I know the names, but I'm probably gonna butcher it, so I just decided to call them by the color. So red one can search monsters, and it's just a great card because it's like your starter and you want to see this card in your hand all the time. And it enables all combos, and all combos will start off with your red or your yellow, which can search when AI met you, and that one can search your red from your deck, so it basically does the same thing. So red and yellow equally as good, you have to maximize on them, and they're like your main starters. You have the one Burubu, which is the green, and this is like your tuner. It's like a combo piece of the deck. If you draw it, it's not a brick because you can just summon it off of the field spell. It's like a free summon, so you can like skip a step in the combo basically, so it's not a brick. 2 Doyon, which is also not a brick. If you draw it, it's an extender because you can summon it off of the field spell, and it helps you gain resources and get good follow-up basically. And you have the one Gut Cheery because you can search it off of the AI Met You, and it can make your Dark Fluid, which is going to be your main thing in your end board, can make it unaffected by other effects, so that is very, very good. Now for the level 4 package, you have one Mathmech Edition and the one Skullmeister, and you also have Ash on top, so just Ash is just for hand trap. And there's actually a reason I'm playing your one Skullmeister, because you have the Mathmech Xyz, which can search Mathmech Edition by detaching 2 materials, but if you can summon it with 3, you can even search your Skullmeister from your main deck, which is very good in this format because of how many graveyard decks are in this meta. And you also have stuff like Retaliating Seat in your side deck, which you can side in if you need to, and that can also be searched off of your Mathmech Xyz, so just keep that in mind. Now you also have the one Water Leviathan. This card is a brick, and it's actually the only brick in your deck. I opted to play this because if you have this one card in your deck, then you can basically get an extra monster negate going first. So it's not a huge deal playing this card, so I just decided to throw it into this build. Not many people are playing this Water Leviathan, but I decided to play it just in case. We have 3 AI Met You. This card can search anything, self-explanatory. 2 Reborn, which can recycle your stuff that's banished or in the grave, and can also reborn. You just need 2 because again you can search it. 2 Cosmic, 2 Signet Mining, 2 Droplet, and 2 Field Spell. And you also have the one Reborn. So Reborn is just an extender, self-explanatory. Cosmic is just for back row removal. Droplet is for going first and second. It's great. And just 2 Signet Mining because you already have 9 copies of a starter in your deck, so you don't really need more. But if you want, you can play 3 Signet Mining. I decided 2 is just fine because I wanted to keep this deck to 40 cards. And 2 Field Spell because it's like the most important card in your entire deck, and you want to see this card in your hand. It's not a bad draw, and you want to make sure your Dark Infant can actually search this because it's a very, very key combo piece. And then you have all your trap cards just to stall, delay, good for going first, and it's also great for going second. You can just set them and just activate them on the next turn. So that's basically going to be it for the deck profile. The extra deck should be self-explanatory because there's nothing too special there. Side deck, you have Retaliating Sea and Skullmeisters, the playset in there, since you can search it. And yeah, that's basically your deck. Let's get into the combos next. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, it's a great way to support me directly. So this is how you would combo going first. You just need access to your starters, and you can do this so many different ways, but I'm just gonna show with the red and yellow. And basically you just go into link 1, and then you can just start up your entire engine. You can spam your field with like a bunch of monsters, and better than spamming your field, you also have next turn follow up. So this is for going first, and you can set up a decent number of negates, and you will have insane follow up for next turn, which you can use to OTK your opponent very easily and break their board as well. So that's one advantage this deck has, and this only takes 2 cards to do. So you will have a bunch of other cards in hand, which could be like hand traps or trap cards, and that's really, you can just use that to your advantage, right? And you can also adapt based on what your opponent's playing. And in the end board, you have a protected Dark Fluid with 3 counters, and you have Wind Pegasus, Engrave, and Follow Up. So this is your going second combo, and you just need any starter basically. You can do this in a bunch of different ways, and basically just spam your board until you can get into Update Gem or an access code, which you should be able to do fairly easily. And then you can go over just an access code. You can make like a bunch of other stuff as well if you choose to use Wicked and stuff, but this is just the basic idea, and you have a lot of damage and pops as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.